Thanks, Michael. Ryan Anderson's a name in Kent that a lot of people know. As a junior, he played football and was outstanding, receiving multiple letters from Division I schools and was ranked among the best in the state. But in April of 2011, people learned his name for a different reason. What started as persistent knee pain, something that isn't necessarily uncommon in athletes, turned into his worst nightmare. Ryan was told he had a rare form of bone cancer and he would never be able to play football again. After months of tests and treatment, he's now cancer-free and he joins me now. Ryan, take me back to the day you started having knee pain and the few weeks that followed.
Well, it was definitely a trying time, not only for me, but for everybody else. You know, it was a time where, you know, everybody else was affected. You know, I had hopes and dreams. Everybody had those dreams for me too, you know. So it was hard for the team, it was hard for the school, it was hard for my family, it was hard for myself, but thankfully everybody was strong enough and strong with me, and they really did get me through it.
Now, when you hear you're not allowed to play football ever again, what's your first thought? You're in high school, you're getting looked at by all these Division I colleges. How did you deal with that?
Yeah, well, it's tough just because ever since I was a little kid, you know, I wanted to play football. You know, it's what I've been working at my whole life, you know. And God gave me a big body and athletic body, you know, and it was tough, but living's a lot more important than playing football any day for anybody, you know. So I really felt that if I could pull through, you know, football, I always feel football ends sometime for anybody, you know, but we always have to just keep on living, you know, and that's really the mindset I kept in.
Now, with your football team, you know, they're kind of like your second family. How were you able to tell them, and how were you able to help them?
Yeah, it was really tough telling them. I started off when I first found out I had a tumor. I only told my two closest friends, you know, and it was tough. Just because I didn't feel like I was letting them down, you know, but no, I was putting them through a tough time, you know. And you know, everybody rallied behind me, including our city and even the cities around us, like Ravenna. You know, Kent and Ravenna is one of the biggest rivalries in Ohio, and they had the hard enough to do a fundraiser for me. You know, so it doesn't even come down to my team really. It comes down to, you know, football, because it really is a fraternity. You know.
Now, Ryan, you're very close with Coach Nemec, and he happens to be very close with Coach Tressel as well. Tell me about that relationship that developed there and the surprise that he sent you one day.
Yeah. Well, Coach Tressel and Ohio State, they were recruiting me obviously through my football career, and when I got diagnosed, Coach Nemec reached out to Ohio State and Jim Tressel, and the whole team sent me letters, personal letters written from every coach, every player. And really, when all the other teams that had either offered me or were recruiting me, they never called a single time after I got sick, you know. And just to have somebody as prestigious as Ohio State reach out, you know, they're a big school, and just to have them reach out, you know, it really did help and really motivated me a lot. Just because when they don't need to care about me, you know, but just the fact that they did really meant a lot.
Now, you had months of intense treatment, chemotherapy. What was the feeling when you were told that you were cancer-free?
You know, it was just a big relief, because I had been fighting for 9 months with chemo and surgery and hard times, and just to be on December, I think it was December 22nd, you know, a couple days before Christmas, you know, it was the best gift I could have gotten, you know, because it really is a tough time just with the pains and the suffering, you know, being sick and being away from everybody, because I missed the fourth grading period in the first semester of my senior year, you know, so it's tough not being away or not being with everybody, you know. So, you know, it was definitely one of the greatest days, walking out of that hospital and looking back, and you know, I was done, I was finished, and you know, I get to live on.
Now, you graduated in the spring, but you came back and you've been here with them all week. What advice did you give them, and how do you think they've done so far in the first half?
You know, we got here last year, and you know, we made history getting to the second round, you know, and this team's not content, and that's really what I wanted them to focus on, was getting to the top. You know, we got here, what, three out of four last years, and it's just it's comfortable with us now, you know, and we just need to take them to those next steps. You know, we need to play together, really play together, work together, and just keep throwing punches. You know, we can get through it.
Ryan, thank you so much for joining us today. You're truly, truly inspirational, and good luck with everything throughout the rest of your life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, back to you.